What's up guys, Dirk here from intelligentcryptocurrency.com, and in today's video I'm going to be putting together some pieces of the puzzle that are showing how all the different cogs are aligning in the cryptocurrency bull market machine, and how I think this is setting up to be the biggest cryptocurrency bull run that we have ever seen before. So if you're new to the channel, my name is Dirk. Welcome. We talk about cryptocurrencies here, how to benefit from it, how it all works, some of the projects, some of the potentials, and everything in between. So if you like that kind of thing, consider subscribing to the channel below. Hit the notification bell if you do, so you do get future updates. It's 100% free, guys, so just subscribe if you like no BS, no hype cryptocurrency content. Another thing that I always do in every video, when the video hits 50 likes, 50, smash that like button, leave a comment, and I choose a random commenter to actually give them $50 worth of Ethereum. It keeps it fun for both of us, keeps the engagement on the video, gets the video to more people on YouTube because of the algorithm, and of course, you stand the chance to win $50 in Ethereum. That being said, let's do a quick giveaway of the last winner. So here is the most recent video. You can see it was published on August 25th, so that is 5 days ago. I try to do 2, maybe 3 videos a week. It does take a lot of time to actually create these videos. And of course, I have my whole cryptocurrency community and membership, which also takes a lot of time, where I'm sharing with the members in Discord. I'm writing a monthly newsletter and all that kind of stuff. So my time is a little bit distributed and decentralized amongst all these different things. Okay, so what I'm going to do here, I just take the URL, and as always, I don't personally choose the comment. I just put it in here into this site called YouTube Comment Picker, and it randomly just finds someone. I press start, and it just randomly chooses a winner, and that person, I let them know that they've won. Hey, I actually won my own raffle. Can I give myself the $50 in Ethereum? You guys just saw that. I didn't choose myself. Maybe I should just do that. Okay, let's hit another winner. Let's see who's it gonna be. Who's it gonna be? Start the raffle. And we have Ant B. So we're going to go over here, and we are going to find Ant. No, that's not that. Ant B. Here we go. Perfect. So Ant B, awesome. I'm going to leave a comment here. So as you can see over here, I left a comment. You won $50 in your ETH for the competition for this video. Please send me your ETH address to my email and then reply with the last 4 digits so I can verify it's you. Congratulations, and now getting back to today's video. So basically, if you do want to participate in that every single video, just smash the like button, leave a comment, and you stand the chance to win $50 in Ethereum too. Now, let's actually get into what today's video is about. And before I do, of course, I'm not a financial advisor, so please, this is just my personal opinion for educational purposes only. Do with this information what you will at your own risk. Now, what I'm seeing after having been in the space for multiple years, full-time, since before the 2017 bull run, okay? Literally every day, I've been following the markets and seeing how everything's developed. I've watched the boom in 2017, the bust, the bear market, and I've seen the progress over the last 2-3 years, how that is all starting to move forward. And what tends to happen is, especially in the retail space, just, you know, you and me, we see these things happening and we're getting all excited about, like, hey, Wall Street is coming, institutional money is coming, this is going to be the next big thing, it's going to be huge, all that kind of stuff. And while that may be true, we severely underestimate how long it actually takes for all of that to develop. So while in 2017, they were already talking about institutional money and Wall Street and all that kind of stuff, we're only starting to see that happen now, 3 years later, okay? But what I'm starting to see is all the pieces of the puzzle, so basically the cogs of the machine, are all starting to line up to create the foundation for what I think is going to be able to take cryptocurrencies and bring them from, you know, 40-50 million users to maybe 500 million, maybe a billion. Take this mainstream, take the market cap from 400 billion, what it is today, to maybe many trillions, maybe tens of trillions of dollars for the cryptocurrency market cap, okay? And why I think that is, well, let me explain. Let me just show you a whole bunch of articles here, how the banks and the financial institutions are actually preparing to take this mainstream and start offering cryptocurrencies to all their customers, right? And obviously little by little, step by step. But remember how in 2017 and before, the banks and the billionaires and the hedge funds were all saying Bitcoin is a scam, crypto is a scam, don't touch it, stay away from it. Banks were even blocking people's bank accounts because they were transferring fiat currencies to an exchange, a cryptocurrency exchange, right? So what we're seeing now is the banks all getting on board. And obviously then the logic is here, well, they were all bashing it because they weren't in on it, right? They didn't have the approval, they weren't able to capitalize on it. But now that they see it's moving forward and they have their licenses and their approvals and they can start to offer it themselves, well, obviously they're going to start pushing it because the fees and the money they're going to be able to make from pushing cryptocurrency is going to be absolutely enormous. And of course, once they're all on board and they have their setups ready, well, what do you think is going to happen? Well, they're going to push it out and it could just massively, massively boom. So let's look at some headlines over here. Goldman Sachs is on the hunt for a VP of digital assets. Okay, they're looking for an individual that can define the firm's activity in the digital asset space. Then we have JP Morgan. They opened banking services to 2 cryptocurrency exchanges. Right? This was obviously a couple months ago, but again, just putting all these pieces together. So we have Goldman Sachs, we have JP Morgan, we have Fidelity. Okay, Fidelity, one of the largest wealth managements in the world. They created their own side branch called Fidelity Digital Assets. Okay, that alone, and this was done last year already, that alone should signal like, hey, this is coming. But again, it takes a long time to actually build all of this. Like from the time that it's announced, it doesn't just happen overnight or in a week or a month. This can take a year, 2, 3 years, as we've seen. Okay, so we have Fidelity Digital Assets over here, which is an institutional solution for a new asset class. Then we have over here, Fidelity is actually set to launch a Bitcoin fund for rich investors. So they're actually also getting into the fund game. Okay, then we have the banking giant DBS. So it's a big bank in Singapore. They hail Bitcoin and cryptocurrency as brave new frontier in sweeping reports. So they basically created a 28-page report or a 30-page report about digital assets and cryptocurrencies that is available. You can go and look for it. I'll add the links to all these articles in the description below, by the way, so you can go and check this out. Then what we have over here also, ING Bank, big bank in the Netherlands. They're also getting on board with cryptocurrency services, and they're here to promote blockchain education. Visa, MasterCard, and PayPal are changing their tune on Bitcoin and crypto. So recently, a couple weeks ago, PayPal and Venmo, they're both owned by the same people or company as far as I know, and they're looking at starting to offer cryptocurrency services to their users. Once again, that's like 300 million users who have PayPal. Imagine you're able to buy into cryptocurrencies in some way. Obviously, it's not going to be decentralized, and it's going to be held probably in a PayPal account or something like that. But again, look at all these companies coming together, starting to get into the space, starting to offer crypto services. Between even just all those banks and PayPal and Venmo, that's hundreds of millions of users that could be very easily exposed to Bitcoin and cryptocurrencies. And once it's there in the interface, how easy is it going to be for people to just buy some crypto with their money? Bitcoin is a form of money in DC. So a federal court in DC has ruled that Bitcoin is a form of money. That's huge. Okay, they're basically saying Bitcoin is a form of money. Then what we have over here, banks in the US can offer crypto custody services. Okay, so this is also rather recent. This just happened in July of 2020. The Office of the Comptroller of the Currency is letting all nationally chartered banks in the US provide custody services for cryptocurrencies. So that's basically saying this whole infrastructure across the whole of the US, national banks can now offer cryptocurrency services. This doesn't mean it's going to happen overnight, but you can see how basically these banks and these institutions are positioning themselves to really start getting ready for cryptocurrency services to the masses. And once that's all ready and it starts to kick off, what do you think is going to happen when tens of millions or hundreds of millions of users that have never owned cryptocurrency before are all going to start buying in, even if it's 100 or 500 or 1,000 or 5,000, all that money is going to flood into the cryptocurrency market cap, which is now still tiny with 400 billion. This is going to go to trillions, maybe even tens of trillions of dollars in market cap. You can see over here, at this time, until Q2 2020, this is the number of blockchain wallet users worldwide. So you can see how that's grown from 2016 to under 10 million to right now about 50 million blockchain wallet users. So 50 million is still tiny. Imagine that goes to 500, like I said, or a billion, right? There's 3 billion people who use the internet, right? Even if it gets 10% of that, 300 million, right? What is that going to do? That's a 6x in the amount of users. How much money is going to flood in? And what is that going to do for the prices of cryptocurrency? On top of that, what we got going on in 2020 with this whole DeFi mania, you can see over here already $8.82 billion is locked up in protocols for DeFi related projects. Okay, so money is coming into the space. People are locking up their funds to be able to participate in DeFi and use these projects and things like that. It's just really, all these things are lining up for what the only thing I can deduce from it is basically this is going to be huge. Then just to add to this, we've seen this already, I've mentioned this several times. Billionaire Paul Tudor Jones is making a compelling case for Bitcoin, basically saying Bitcoin is a hedge against inflation. He's exposing 1% of his assets of his fund to Bitcoin futures. It's not physical Bitcoin, virtual physical Bitcoin. It's not actual Bitcoin, but it's Bitcoin future. So he's still exposing himself to the volatility of Bitcoin, which is obviously very, very interesting. Then we have over here, MicroStrategy is the first listed company to buy Bitcoin as part of its capital allocation strategy. So this is a NASDAQ listed business intelligence company, and it has become the first publicly traded company to buy Bitcoin. So it announced not too long ago, I think it's like 2-3 weeks ago here, August 11th, they purchased 21,454 Bitcoin, over $250 million worth. Now, if you know about Bitcoin and you know that there will only ever be 21 million Bitcoin, if companies start buying up thousands or tens of thousands of Bitcoin at a time, it doesn't take that many companies, if you're looking worldwide on a global scale, to do that, to basically buy up the Bitcoin supply. And then what do you think is going to happen to the price? You know, because this is such a scarce asset, okay? And there's probably only several million Bitcoin in supply right now in circulation, okay? Because a lot of it is being held, a lot of hodlers. There's still, I think about just over 3 million Bitcoin to be mined, which is going to happen over the next 120 years or so. So there's basically a very limited amount of Bitcoin in circulation, and you can see it's starting to be bought up by companies, by billionaires, by hedge funds. And you know what, just do the math, right? Just connect the dots. All of this is happening. Banks are positioning themselves, billionaires, hedge funds are getting involved, companies are starting to buy it as part of the asset allocation strategy. What do you think is going to happen to cryptocurrencies? Just logically speaking, there's no guarantee, of course, right? You never know. But seeing all this, just putting it together and coming to the conclusion is basically what I think is this is going to blow up in a massive, massive way. Cryptocurrencies, I think we're going to get the biggest cryptocurrency bull run where we go to mass adoption, and all the geopolitical factors that are happening with inflation and money printing and all that kind of stuff is even an additional kind of boost for people to get into Bitcoin and cryptocurrencies. It's even more of a reason to hold it right now. It's not just a speculation on, hey, this is going to go up. Hey, this can actually protect my wealth or protect my savings from banking policies, from central banking policies, from potential bank insolvencies that have gambled like crazy on derivatives and all that kind of stuff, right? So there's all these factors pointing towards why Bitcoin and crypto is, in my opinion, just absolutely going to skyrocket over the next few years. And it might not happen by tomorrow or by next month. Who knows? You know, we could still have a 50% crash in prices from today's levels. It is possible. This is Bitcoin, it's cryptocurrency. The market cap is still very small. It is still very susceptible to manipulation by big players and whales. But I think over the next few years, prices are going to be much, much, much higher. And the market cap is going to be much, much, much higher. You can see over here, and this is important to remember, is that not too long ago, the former PayPal CEO calls Bitcoin a scam. right? And now what is happening? Well, Bitcoin or PayPal and Venmo are in talks about offering cryptocurrency services to all their users. JP Morgan, remember how I showed you the article at the beginning saying they're offering services, banking services to crypto exchanges? Well, it wasn't too long ago that the CEO, Jamie Dimon, said that Bitcoin is a fraud and will eventually blow up. So you can see how they were all first bashing it, but then once they were able to get on board and start offering the services themselves and stand a chance to make significant money from fees and just being involved in the whole space, well then all of a sudden, hey, crypto is great, Bitcoin is awesome, you should buy it from our bank, right? That's kind of what I see and how the direction is going. So the way I see it, guys, is that all of this is lining up for an enormous potential bull run. And if you don't own cryptocurrencies at this point, I think you should seriously reconsider your options, look at everything over here, and figure out, is this something that you want to miss out on or not? And then the great thing about cryptocurrencies is because it's so small, it's an asymmetric bet. I've made an entire video about this. I will link to that up here if you haven't watched that yet. But basically meaning you risk what you put in, but the potential upside is not just 1x or 2x. It's not even 10x. The potential upside is 20x, 50x, 100x. Meaning that if you just take a low single-digit percentage of your net worth, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5%, that is all that you risk. But the upside of that, if the whole your crypto portfolio, say you risk 5% and it does 100x, then that 5% that you risk on cryptocurrencies, while it could go to zero, if it works out and it does 100x, you 5x your entire net worth with just a 5% risk. And that is the potential of what cryptocurrencies are doing right now. And obviously 100x is on the high side, but it depends. Is Bitcoin going to 100x? Probably not. But there are altcoins and smaller cryptocurrencies with lower market caps that do 100x's. Okay, in fact, there was a cryptocurrency called Yearn.finance, YFI, that did 100x literally in a month. It would have turned $100 into $10,000 literally within a month. So this stuff is happening in the crypto space. Obviously, you want to be aware of the risk and the volatility and everything. Basically, anything you put in there could go to zero. But the upside potential, especially based on what I've just shown you, connecting all the dots, seeing all the banks and billionaires and hedge funds lining up to get into this space, with it only being a $400 billion market cap right now, that could potentially go into the trillions or tens of trillions. For me personally, I know I'm not missing out on this. You have to ask yourself, are you? And if you are, consider, just dive into this research, figure it out, speak to some more people, because this is an opportunity that doesn't come around very often. It may only be a one-time thing with a new asset class. Like, when is the last time that a new asset class came out of nowhere, right? This has been around, Bitcoin has been around only for 11 years. So only 50 million people own some crypto in the world right now. Are you one of those people? Or are you going to be someone who sits on the sideline and waits until Bitcoin goes to $30,000, $50,000, maybe even $100,000, and then mortgage your house to buy just one Bitcoin or a fraction of a Bitcoin, right? So with these things, it always pays to be early. And even if you're not involved right now, put in the time, put in the research, okay? Figure out what this really is and really dive into it. And it'll pay off way more than binge watching your favorite Netflix show or a new movie or like playing video games or anything like that. Spend a couple hours, spend a couple days, deep dive into cryptocurrencies, figure out what is really happening. And if you see that opportunity, then you can take the necessary steps to make sure that you don't miss out on what could potentially be the biggest bull run that we have ever seen in cryptocurrencies. So I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, don't forget to subscribe to the channel below. Click the notification bell. It's 100% free. And don't forget to smash the like button, leave a comment below with your thoughts or whatever you think about crypto or this video. Or if you have any questions, just leave a comment, because you will stand a chance to win $50 in Ethereum when this video gets more than 50 likes. For the rest, before I let you go, if you do want to learn more about cryptocurrency, if you found this interesting, I have a private members-only community called Intelligent Cryptocurrency. So you can find out more about this by going to the first link in the description below or intelligentcryptocurrency.com. Basically, what I've done is I've created an entire membership area where I've got a monthly newsletter that I write. This is a 25 plus page report every single month that goes out to my members. Basically market updates, insights into the cryptocurrency space. And every month also, I research a new cryptocurrency project that I think has a lot of potential. I do all that research, I put it in a newsletter, and I hand it to you on a silver platter. Besides that, I also do a monthly video update of the news, the markets, charts, technical analysis. That is all part of the membership. Additionally, if you want to learn about cryptocurrencies, you don't know where to get started, and this is your first time, I've got a complete 18 video lesson course for beginners that gets you up to speed on cryptocurrencies, how it works, all the different coins, the terminology, where to buy them, how to store them, how to secure your computer and your transactions and all that kind of stuff. It's all part of the membership. I've also got an entire 20 video lesson course about technical analysis, about trading, money management, how to read charts, all that kind of stuff is there too. Got multiple special reports on different topics like security and cash out strategy and everything there. And the biggest benefit of intelligent cryptocurrency is that you get access to me personally and almost 100 members from all around the world who are invested in cryptocurrency and real estate and stocks in a private Discord chat group. So you can connect with everyone. You can ask me questions personally. And in this members chat group, I also share my own portfolio holdings, which coins I'm buying, which coins I'm selling, all my trades in real time. Right? It's not financial advice or a signal service. I just share with you what I'm personally doing, what I'm buying and selling, so that you can learn from this and, apply that to your own strategy if you want. So all of this is available at intelligentcryptocurrency.com, or just check out the first link in the description. Would love to have you as a member and share all my research and insights with you and help you make your cryptocurrency journey easier and more successful. As always, thank you for watching, and I will see you in the next video. Peace.